All right, fam, we got a special guest right now, Caleb Murphy, edge rusher from Ferris State. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well. Doing well. I just need to start by asking this. Did you really have 25 and a half sacks in a season? I don't understand how that's even possible.
So if you go back, actually, this is funny. If you go back and you watch that Colorado School of Mines game, I had a sack on John Matoka, and he actually they counted it as a TFL rather than a sack, but they was like as running routes and stuff. He was obviously setting up for a pass, so they counted TFL. So I say 26 and a half, but yeah, 25 and a half, yeah.
That's the official score.
I love that. Not satisfied by the record. You want to add to the record. Okay.
So you dominated it's very obvious in D2 football. What was your journey like ending up playing D2? Because by all accounts, if you have 26 we'll call it 26 and a half on this podcast.
For sure.
If you have 26 and a half sacks in D2, I think it's safe to say that and you're being evaluated for the next level and you're going to get drafted, that you could have went to play D1 as well. How did you end up at Ferris State?
So ended up at Ferris. I was in high school. I graduated with like 77 people coming out of high school. So
Wow.
I went to other camps, everything that you could possibly go to, and it just didn't work out for me. Had coaches telling me that I didn't line up to the guy that went to a bigger school and had better competition. So they went with that guy every time. I had just about every Division II offer you could get. I went to Grand Valley out of high school. I don't know if you guys know I transferred, so I went to Grand Valley out of high school. It was awesome there. I just think it didn't fit what I wanted to be as a football player for me personally. I have all the love and respect for those guys over there. They're awesome. I love them to death. But I think the biggest thing for me was I have to do something spectacular coming from the Division II level to even get myself to be noticed, to get to the NFL. So, for me, I got in the transfer portal during the COVID year. And it was the best thing for me, man. I came to Ferris State. My baby brother plays football here. So that was a big part of it in the transfer portal too, So it was really nice because I just never got to play ball with him in high school or anything like that. So to be able to play with him in college meant the world to me. Those are things that I can never give back, and he can't either. So I'm happy I made the choice for it. 2 national championships.
Facts. One thing
talk about that ring. Talk about it.
Yeah, that Angel Reese. That Angel Reese.
I got 2 rings, a bunch of trophies, but 2 rings. Super nice, man. That's what it's all about. You go out every game and you're trying to win, but at the end of the day, you want to play for a championship. So to go back and just play at Ferris State and play a championship, it just shows what type of caliber team they are. That's what I play for. Super Bowls, those are things you're supposed to play for, but in all reality, I want to win. I'm competitive, so that's the one thing I'm playing for is I go with them.
Listen, man, any fan base that hears that quote after they draft you is going to be very excited to have you on their team. But I will say, I'm not going to ask you what team do you want to be drafted by because I know damn well you're media trained. However, what I will ask you is there one team out there or one head coach that if they were to draft you, you might just be a little bit happier than you were if another team drafted you?
I think because of my story, how I came up, I think I would be grateful for anything at this point. I just want that opportunity. I know I put myself in probably one of the better positions that I possibly could. So I think the biggest thing for me is just the opportunity. To have the opportunity to go out there and ball. I don't care who it's for. They're just gonna get the same effort that any team will get. So really excited about it. Fired up for it too. So, I don't really care. It's just something that I just got to keep in my mindset. Whoever gets me, they're gonna get the same guy that any other team would. So I'm excited for it.
I'll go from a different angle because I'm gonna get this out of you whether you like it or not. Did you grow up a fan of the NFL, and if
Were you
so,
a Lions fan?
Did you grow up a fan of a certain team?
Yeah, no, I wasn't a Lions fan. I actually was a Tom Brady fan growing up. So, I was a Patriots fan, I guess you could say, but then I was a Buccaneers fan. You know, I was always about Tom Brady, you know, so 12, I wear 12, you know.
I'm going to make an assumption about you real quick. I
Yeah.
bet you're a LeBron guy too, like me.
I do like LeBron.
Yeah, because I know that mentality when you're hopping.
He's got the LA hat on too. But let me ask you, because we did a little deep dive on your social media, and you tweeted that ball from Hurts. Which throw were you talking about when you tweeted that?
Oh, it was the ball he threw to Devontae. I think it was Devontae Smith, and he put it right over his shoulder. It was either him or AJ Brown, and it was perfectly placed, like nobody else could get it. And I was just like, yeah, that's a sweet throw. So yeah, that was fine.
You're talking sweet love into my ear as a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. So is it Jalen Hurts? Is it no longer Tom Brady? But who's the one quarterback when you get to the league that you're like, all right, I need to sack him? Obviously, all of them.
Or tackle for loss.
But one of them stands out.
Aaron Rodgers for sure. You know, I grew up watching him. You know, I feel like now it's kind of people my age or just a couple years older, you know, taking over the quarterback spots. You know, the older guys are starting to, you know, retire, you know, their time's up, those type of things. So, you know, Aaron Rodgers is still sticking in there, and I grew up watching him too. So, you know, Aaron Rodgers is most definitely one that I would love to do that.
That one might be a little bit more difficult solely for the fact that there's a chance you might have to sack him underground in complete darkness if he's there come September.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you went to the combine. You ran a 4.81 40-yard dash. So you got some wheels on you. That's not what we're here for, though. We're here to test your mind. Did you, during your draft prep, I don't believe you took it at the combine, take a Wonderlic test?
So yeah, in my draft prep, I took three Wonderlic preps. You know, so it was all spaced out. We did those timed on a Zoom call at the Expos facility. Yeah, they set us up with somebody who helps us answer the questions, those type of things to help us out with those.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you wasted your time taking those tests because we have the official Wonderlic test that we give to all of our draft prospects. We've been giving it out for years. Guys like in the names of Trayvon Diggs, of Devontae Smith. They've all graded out very positively on this test.
It's a big test, Caleb.
We've curated. So we're going to go ahead and give you this test because it's very indicative of how your career is going to play out. I feel like I have to give this to the guys every time. The only stipulation I'll give is keep in mind, both Jack and I are naturally idiots. So with this test, we're just trying to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And we're going to see how you react. All right?
All right, sounds good.
So as long as you're ready, we'll start it off. We'll switch off questions. Question number 1. How many times can you subtract 10 from 100?
How many times can you subtract 10 from 100?
You can, for sure.
10?
How many times can you subtract 10 from 100?
I'm sorry, 10.
So the answer is only once, because once you subtract it once, then you're subtracting from 90 the second time.
Oh!
Yeah, if that blew your mind.
If that blew your mind, you're in for one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We're just getting started, Caleb. All right, question 2. If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make?
If two's what?
A company and 3 is a crowd. What do 4 and 5 make? I feel like putting those questions back to back is tough.
Yeah, it's a lot of math.
9?
Yeah!
Let's go. All right,
There we go. That's the trick. It's not that deep. Here we go. Question number 3. The opposite of least is most. But what do you put in a toaster?
Bread.
Let's go. Let's go.
You've got Hall of Fame written all over you so far. Here we go.
All right.
I love these, man.
Let's get this cooked up. All right. Jane's father has 3 daughters. One named Beyonce, one named Kelly. What is the name of the 3rd daughter?
Reread the question.
Yeah, say it one more time.
Jane's father has 3 daughters. One named Beyonce, one named Kelly. What's the name of the 3rd daughter?
James?
Yeah.
All right.
Heating up. Heating up.
Heating up. Let's see if you can keep it going. We got 2 more questions for you. This one, I'm going to say that you're going to get it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What word in the dictionary is spelled incorrectly?
Incorrectly.
Let's go.
Oh, this is easy.
There's a 0% chance he gets this.
You don't think he gets this?
0%. I'm
don't
betting
know.
against you, Caleb.
I don't know.
Last question for all the
right.
marbles for a Hall of Fame career.
All right.
Let's do it.
A man went outside in the pouring rain without an umbrella. Not a single hair on his head got wet. How is that possible?
He's bald.
Come on, don't doubt that man. Let's go. Let's go. Wow, that was elite.
Caleb, I have to say, and I'm not just saying this, that was genuinely
Yeah, we've been
one
doing
of,
this 3 or 4 years.
We've been doing this 3 or 4 years now. That was genuinely one of the more impressive performances I've seen on the Wonderlic. So I'm going to tip my imaginary cap for you.
Let's go. That's awesome.
Let's go, man. Well, listen, man, we're so excited for your journey. We're so excited to follow you in the league. By the way, where can our audience find you on social media? Shout out your socials.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Caleb A. Murphy, CALEB A, and then Murphy, MURPHY.
Wait. Go ahead. No, sorry, go ahead.
And then my Twitter is Caleb Murphy 008.
Okay, so you'll find them there. I have one more question because, like I said, we like to mess around here. We want to know about Caleb, the person off the field, right? Like, your life is dedicated to football. This is your dream you're about to achieve. But how do you disconnect off the field? What do you like to do in your free time? What kind of takes you away from the game?
Yeah, I got 2 beautiful dogs, Kodak and Letty, Cane Corso and the French Bulldog. I spend a lot of time with. Then I got some beautiful friends and family that, like, I try to spend as much time with as possible when I'm away from football, So, I was just away from home for some time, so, trying to spend as much time as possible with them while still, maintaining my schedule right now. So, most definitely say spend time with family and friends.
Let's go. What's your favorite social media app?
My favorite social media is probably Instagram for sure.
I feel like his Explore page is probably...
You're single, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, so we'll cut that part for your girlfriend.
Is your Explore page single? I think if we... All right, we're not going down this. We're going to let you be because you did great on the test. We appreciate your time. We're excited to see you in the league. Thank you, Caleb Murphy. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. You guys take care, man.
Thanks,
Best of
Ross.
luck, man.